All right, then. So they say talks that are considered to be very important are made or perhaps said over and over again so that those who are hard of hearing will be able to get the information. And that's why this morning we are revisiting the main topic in town, which is about speed limiters and e-police. So we've tagged this one, safety versus revenue generation, continuing the conversation on speed limiters and e-police cameras in Lagos. And joining me in the studios right now is the man who I would say is very much on top of his game. I'm talking about Olawale Musa, who's the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation. My Permanent Secretary, it's nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I know you've made this trip to this studio severally, especially as relates to very, very hot and trendy topics in town. But before we jump in on that subject, Permanent Secretary, yesterday was not pleasant for Lagosians, especially on the construction of that bridge and Independence. What's the message from government this morning? I'm sure that there must be an apology to Lagosians.
Firstly, let me state that the traffic was peculiar. The construction should have started last week. We had to implore the contractor through the Federal Ministry of Works that we needed to not start the construction because of the holidays. We anticipated this traffic and everything, but it was compounded by the rains. Okay, it was, after the holidays, the first working day after the holidays, a lot of people were going to work, and the race also started. In fact, naturally, we would have had traffic without the road construction, although it would not have been that hefty. It was seriously hefty. I didn't sleep until 4. I don't think the GM last month got home until 5. My commissioner, the SC, everybody was on top of the road. But the truth was, it was technically overwhelming. Because what we had was our traffic officers, normally they should close by 2. So the people that are going to relieve them, it became a problem for them to even get to their point where they should relieve the officers there. And somebody that has been standing for 8 hours controlling traffic, everything was just like, but we have a better grip today because we've seen what happened, and we don't think the same thing will happen today. And as I'm talking now, the commissioner, the SA, and the GM last month at that spot, we have what we think. We have a plan. Okay, so we are reviewing. In fact, immediately I leave here, we are reviewing the plan, and we are going to see how to put it into fruition. But what we have for the federal government is that there's been a suspension on the construction. But the truth is, whether we like it or not, there's still going to be that construction.
Who is carrying out the work? Is it Lagos or the federal?
No, it's Federal Ministry of Works. Okay, there's still going to be a construction, whether we like it or not, because there needs to be work done on that axis. Right. Okay, maybe we need to review what the plans we had and make it better. But I just think it was that rain and the situation, everything just came together at the same time and became an issue. Yes.
And that's a big question, Permanent Secretary, because a lot of times people do ask the question that once we have this kind of construction, what is the brief? Is there a proper management plan, traffic management plan, between those who are supposed to be in charge of that and those who are constructing? Because it appears sometimes there's always a breakdown in communication.
There's no time when the federal, especially the Federal Ministry of Works, before they even go on the road, we've had issues in the past where they just go on the road and start construction. But this time around, we've had that synergy. Before they go, they send us a letter. We hold meetings with them, both the ministry and LASMA. They go to site. They look at the alternative roads. If there is need to do palliatives, we do it before the road construction starts. These are things we do every time, and we now give the traffic management plan. I'm sure we give the traffic management plan to this station. We'll release it. We go on radio. We give out this information to people ahead of time. In fact, there are times when they want to start construction. Maybe they give us a short notice. We prevent them from starting until we are able to inform the public on time, ahead of time, so that people can prepare. And the truth, I think, because of when they were supposed to start and the holidays, we are giving that information ahead, and the holidays, maybe a lot of people have forgotten, this coming out from the holiday mood. Just a lot of things just came together to compound the issue.
Can this work be done at night? Some have asked that question as well.
it can be done at night, but the truth is we are on that bridge. You can't close half of it. Okay, they are excavating. Okay, it becomes very difficult to say you want to do it in the night or in the morning. And if you do it in the night, it's not like you can't do it in the night. It takes longer. But in this house, it's not a matter of night or morning. Okay, it has to be done. We are closing a section of the road, so you can't say you want to do it in the night because you are going to excavate. When you excavate, people can't pass the road.
Right.
You understand? If it has been possible that people can pass the road, then come back in the night. The peculiarity is different. There are some roads, yes, we insist that we can only do it on the night. But what we are saying in this house is, let me just say that we are doing a whole lot of review. Okay, to see how to do it better.
All right, let's then jump into the conversation of the moment, which is the speed limiters and of course the e-police. Now, we started our conversation sometime, and immediately that has been attracting a whole lot of people. People have talked about the fact that why is the Lagos State government going in this direction? It's all about revenue generation and all of that. Mr. Lawale Musa, I need you to talk to this. Why is the government bringing in speed limiters and the e-police cameras?
You see, it's not something that is new. There's no road that we construct. There's no road, and I make bold to say it, that we don't put speed limit. There's no road. All our roads, there are speed limits. What we've seen is that people don't obey. Okay, and they are not obeying has an impact that is on people's lives. Okay, when people overspeed. Okay, let me give you the instance of the Mobalaja Bankaton close to the army cantonment. You see a lot of people crossing that road. Okay, a lot of people crossing that. We have seen, in fact, on Saturday there was an accident on that road that somebody died. Okay, despite the speed limit are there. Okay, we've seen that as you see, we don't just come out with policies, and we do our studies and we look at the need. It is based on need that we need to act. Okay, we put the science there, but people don't obey it. Okay, if people don't obey, then we must enforce. Okay, that's the truth. You see, any rule that you do, any traffic rule. Okay, let me talk about traffic. Any rule, in fact, apart from traffic, any rule that you do enforce, it's just a joke. Okay, right. No, naturally people don't want to obey rules. Okay, so this is for us to obey rules. Yes, if you say it is revenue generation, don't let government generate revenue. Don't speed. Okay, prevent government from generating that revenue by not overspeeding. It's as simple as that. We have put the signs, and we have come out to inform people where it is. Okay, so that they can they can take care, they can take caution when they approach those ends. So
right.
What do we need to do?
So is it legal? Because somebody was asking the question, is it right for Lagos State to come up with those speed cameras and those e-police cameras?
So what should we do? Legality. They are the rules. The rule says don't go beyond this speed. And somebody is going. Okay, how do you capture that person? Do you stand on the road and stop? You now say, we should use technology. We are not using technology. We are complaining. You see, that's our people. You see, the truth is, our people want us to be like America. They want us to be like Europe or everything, but they don't want to be behaving like those people. We still want our tendencies to prevail. Why we want our country to be like those countries? Let me tell you, in America, in UK, they also don't want to obey the rules. But because they know that if they flout those rules, somebody will catch them. Okay, that is why they are forced to obey the rules. So
let's talk about the efficiency of those speed cameras, for instance. Has it been tested and trusted?
Yes, you see, before we came out with the information, we have been test running it for like 3 months. So it's not just something that you just came out and just say we are doing this, we are doing that. Okay, they have had some complaints on some issues, but I had somebody that called me that he didn't drive on a particular road.
Right.
But I just say, on which day? I said, you pass through Mobalaji Bankantoni. He said, yes. I said, that is where the camera, because it's instinctively, because I know the person very well, I said, that is where you pass. And the person saw, okay, could even see the car and the area where you can. The thing is, you can even contest this thing. It's not like if you pass and you say you didn't speed, or you can contest it. Okay, yeah, you can contest. You can go to court. There are procedures.
Okay, so let's look at it now. So at the moment there are 4 locations, right?
No, right now for speed there are 2.
There are 2. Okay.
Just on Mobolaji Bankantoni and Alakpere. We are going to introduce more. Like I said, we are carrying out studies on the need. It's based on need. Okay. Areas where we feel, okay, based on our studies, okay, and the review of those studies, that there are needs, we are going to put more.
Let's talk about the e-cameras. I mean, it's quite understandable that we have the speed limiters is to catch those that are over speeding. What does the e-police cameras, what do they do?
It's exactly what it says, policing. Right now, you have cameras here in your office.
Right.
Okay? You can see what people are doing on the road. If somebody is defecating on that road, you raise alarm. That's exactly what he's doing. Okay, to see what is going. When people misbehave, we can call them to caution. You see, naturally, when people know that they are being watched, they begin to behave properly. Okay, if you go to China, there's any way. I don't think there's anywhere you go in China that you don't see cameras. In the UK, there's nowhere you will go. Camera is watching you. Okay, that's what makes a sane country. Naturally, people like to misbehave. Me too. Me too. I like to misbehave. If I know that I'm not going to be caught, I will misbehave now.
Right.
But I will say I'm a public figure. I don't want to see people. I don't want people to see me misbehave. So I comport myself.
Right.
You understand? It's natural.
So how does it work? How does it work?
Yes, we have some people at the back end that are watching what is happening. Okay, so if there are security issues, we can quickly call the security apparatus to intervene. But if there are infractions and everything, you know what to do. We look at their plate number and we send them that they have done this infraction, which they can contest.
So if I switch lanes or make illegal U-turns,
yeah, illegal U-turn. You don't make illegal U-turn. When you have illegal U-turn, there are implications. You could call accident. That is why we put no U-turn, because we have done our study and we see that having a U-turn in that particular place could cause an accident. So we tell you not to make your U-turn. If you do it, that means you have flattered the law. Okay, and you face the law. You see, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That is just basic.
Right. So let's talk about the cameras now, because even the speed limiters, which we are making reference to now, some have talked about the fact that, well, maybe during the daytime it doesn't capture. Some have said it doesn't capture at night.
It captures 247.
247.
247.
Okay. You're very, very certain of this, right?
It's 247.
All right. Yeah. Now, Alakpere. I hear inwards the Third Mainland Bridge at Alakpere is 60 kilometers.
No, 80.
No, I hear the return it's 80, but inwards it's 60.
It's the same thing, but on both sides.
On both sides. Okay. So why are we thinking of that? I mean, isn't it supposed to be an expressway?
You see, unfortunately, our situation in Nigeria is peculiar. Other climes, you don't see on the express, there are no bus stops. You should not have bus stops on the express. What you should have is that the vehicle should go inside and drop people and come outside. That is what you have in the same country. But where you have bus stops on the road and you see people crossing that way on the road, okay, you have seen so many people have been killed in their houses. We can't fold our arms because it does not affect you and I now. Does not mean tomorrow it won't affect us. You understand? God forbid, my relative is killed on that road. I know the implication, how I will feel. Okay, because we are not feeling it, does not mean some other people are not feeling it. So we have seen that as this. We've seen that people cross that, as even with the pedestrian bridge.
Right.
Even with the pedestrian
let's look at these locations which you've installed these devices so far. 4 of them, like you said, Alakpere, Bankantoni, and of course we have the Allen intersection where the e-police camera is, and Nuruddin Olokpokpo. Why these 4 places particularly?
Yeah.
Why are you starting with this?
We are test running.
Okay.
Like we said, we are going to install more. Okay, we are going to remain resolute that people must begin to obey the rules. We are going to be resolute about it. Yes, we anticipated the backlash. We anticipated the resistance. But it's not for it's because the truth is, people think we are immune from those cameras. I've had to pay fine because my driver did not the speed limiter, but because my vehicle license expired and I didn't know. Okay. My driver did not tell me. I had to go and pay fine. Okay, but going forward, he knows because I told you the next time I'm going to remove it from your salary.
Right.
The next time he knows he won't do it.
So
I'm not immune.
Executives like you're not immune.
I am not. Nobody is immune. It will capture it.
All right. Now the big talk in town is how come the Lagos State government is coming up with this suddenly? You've not done enough orientation, not enough education. How come you guys are going straight up?
No. Anybody that says that, I don't even know how to qualify that type of thoughts. Let me give you, so you understand where I'm coming from.
All right.
M26 in the UK, if you drive there, okay, there's what we call the variable speed limit. That is, they have the national speed limit. It's not even, they won't even write 90, 60. They just give a sign like this, like a comma. I mean, no, what do you call it? Just like an
apostrophe.
Something like that on the road. That's what tells you the speed limit. They expect you to know that once you see that sign, you should not go beyond 70 miles. Why that sign is there? When you get to the front, you see what they call a variable speed limiter, which will now reduce your speed to maybe 40. They are not going to inform you. The thing is there, you have to obey it. So what you are saying is that because, and why do they put it there? Because they don't want vehicles to lock up. So they reduce your speed, so before you get there, you will have reduced your speed. So nobody is going to inform you. They won't come to traffic radio to tell you that there's going to be speed limit on that place. They won't go to NTA. The thing is there automatically and people obey it. Okay. It is automatic. You have to obey it. Okay. Nobody says you have to be informed because the rule is that when you are driving, you look out for signs. Okay. It's not, you have your driver's license, which we assume that before you have it, you must have gone through the training. If you didn't go to the training, please, right now, go and do the training. It's not too late. You already have the driver's license.
And do you have enough of those signs on those roads in Lagos?
The irony is that every year, there's no year we don't do 1,500 signs minimum. There's no year. But unfortunately, you see all these people that do Bola, all these Bola people, they keep stealing our signs.
Okay.
So when people complain, there are no signs there, it's not so. In fact, Mr. Gordon just approved us to do another 2,500 signs. Okay, which we are coming up with. So we are now thinking, okay, we are putting aluminum. The aluminum is lucrative. I mean, I don't know.
It's like a lucrative
business for them. Can we have alternatives? That is what we are reviewing now. Can we have alternatives? In fact, to the extent that the iron that holds the sign, we are now putting concrete inside. So it becomes very difficult for them to cut because what do they do? They cut the iron and they carry it away.
Wow.
So me naturally, I won't know unless people report. Because when we install them, we go, okay, yes, our last mile people, they will check and everything, they report to us. So now we are doing an holistic review that can we have an alternative where people cannot steal. Even in fact, if you steal it, it becomes useless. You understand? Just like our manholes too.
Right.
Our manholes, they keep stealing them. All those manholes. So we have come up with an alternative. If you steal our manhole now, it's useless. So the same thing we are doing.
All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. If you're wondering who's speaking in the studios, I have the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation, Mr. Olawale Musa, and of course we're looking at the topic this morning: safety versus revenue generation. How Lagos speed limiters and e-police cameras is bringing effective change. All right, you might want to join the conversation as well, and that'll be on 091 5387 7127. That's 09153877127. And you can also try 08099120777. Okay, that's 08099120777. That's numbers that you can use to connect with us. All right, some questions here coming in for you. This one says, Mr. Musa, good morning. How do speed limiters work and how do they enforce? Sukomi is send that one in.
Okay, that's very simple. It's just the same way all our cameras. So, and the truth is, people confuse that we just installed cameras. In fact, we have cameras everywhere. Okay, that is why when your MOT expires, when your insurance expires, our cameras are everywhere. We just upped it now to include speed limit. It is when you pass. Okay, it has a sensor. It catches your speed. Okay. And once somebody at the back end, we have our people at the back end, they review it, okay, and they send you a message through your phone that you have an infraction. And all you need to do is that once you get your message, go and pay. Okay. And let me also tell you, I don't know why people, I remember years, in fact, you see it in movies. In America, do you know what they do?
What?
They go and hide. They use ray gun. Even as far back as 50 years ago, they use ray gun. That they go and hide in one corner, and that ray gun will capture your speed. When you speed past, then the policeman will enter the vehicle and start running after you. We don't do that. We are not so cruel. Technology has gone beyond that. Yes.
All right.
In fact, we are going to even go beyond that. We are going to have vehicles, okay, unmarked vehicles that will be driving on the road, okay, to capture infraction, not just cameras.
Let's take this call. Please turn down the volume of that radio. Hello, good morning.
Okay, that's all. Good morning, Victor, and good morning, Oga PS.
Good morning, sir.
What's your name?
I could see, my name is Babatunde from Nigeria.
All right, Babatunde.
I could see the passion of the PS, but at least there are still some few things they need to do.
Okay.
Number one, it's quite true in Britain, because I do drive there too. There are some signs there. Like I said to Ejidia Fashola about 3 days ago, on Mobolaji Bankantoni, it's only one sign they have there, and that's just after Daitel. And the thing starts right from the airport where Mobolaji Bankantoni starts. We do appreciate, we do understand the predicament about the bowlers getting the thing. That's where Kai people even have to be much more useful there. The second thing, I've been shouting, roundabout of Maryland, I don't know what they want to do there. There's no day traffic will not be there because of these yellow buses, because it's just on the main road they stand, and please, last night all of them be looking at them and nothing happens. There's no way why traffic will move when at roundabouts or at right on the sides of the road, people are parking and you want people to pass. Same thing goes for this Santos layout on Akowojo Road. The same problem starts, and there's nothing they can do. It's the issue of designing bus stops. After the NFAS, it seems bus stops have grown, except for these BRT buses. So please, they need to check in your program. They need to create some bus stops for all these people, because that's the excuse these downpour people give. That's why they everywhere they've made it their bus stop, wherever is convenient for them. Okay. There's a payer, there's a buyer. So there's no way it's the normal people going on the road that are involved in these problems. So I believe they should be able to check about that and see what the ministry can do about that in conjunction with other agencies that are related to their job. Right. Well, you people are doing a good job, and I appreciate you people for that. Have a nice day and good morning. All
right, then. Thank you so much, Babatunde from Egbeda. All right, so
let me quickly respond to that. You see, the issue on Maryland and about is, right. and I'm glad you said there's a buyer and there's a payer. There are bus stops there. You go to just in front after this junction going to Jesu Yingbo. There's a bus stop there. But the truth is, go to the bus stop. You won't see anybody standing there. The people that want to enter bus, they want. You see, that's our challenge. You see, we keep blaming the yellow buses. What of we, the people? Our people don't go to bus stops. Okay, they want to stay at where it is convenient for them.
Yeah, but he says they are policemen, they are enforcement officers.
The enforcement officers too. All of us, we are the same thing. The enforcement officer also ask them. Most of the time, there are some areas where for you to even enforce, you are going to have challenge because it's the enforcement officers that commit the offences. Okay. So it's a Nigerian thing. It's our people thing that we all have to talk to ourselves.
But are we thinking of bringing more bus stops? Building more bus stops?
No. Bus stops cannot be everywhere. You see, you can't say because this place is close to your house, there must be a bus stop there. The road is designed to have bus stop in certain places. You can't have bus stop every 1 minute. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. So there is bus stop in Maryland on both sides. But unfortunately, our people don't use it. Right. Now that you see, the truth is what he said is right, and I see it every time. Okay, but what I've learned is this: you see, the moment you stand in one place, the buses will not stay where you stopped, where you are standing to enforce. They will move to the front.
Right. Okay, please turn down the volume of that radio. Who am I speaking with? Good morning,
Comrade Daniel. Good morning, Victor.
All right, Comrade Daniel, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Very good. So let's hear from you.
Good morning, Mr. Lawali Musa.
Good morning, sir.
All right. Yes, for the speed limit camera and the e-police, yes. My concern is vehicles who are visiting Lagos State. How do you deal with that issue? when they visit Lagos, those that don't reside within Lagos, the Lagosians have been sensitized. But they just come in here, the speed on our roads. How do you get to capture them and, penalize them if they commit such offense? Such as carrying other plate number, Ogun State, maybe Abuja, and so on and so on.
Okay.
So how do you handle such vehicles?
Pertinent question. All right. Thank you so much. Comrade Daniel, we appreciate you. So
that's a very, very, very valid question.
He took it off my mouth, really, because I was just about to ask you that.
So what we are doing now is, you see, is going to be very difficult, okay, in the next few months, let's say maximum 1 year, for anybody to come from another state, especially our neighboring states, Abuja and co, for you to commit a crime. I won't call it a crime, commit an offense, and you go scot-free. What is happening is that once you go and you want to renew your papers in those other states, okay, it's going to show you still have to pay.
Do you have any partnership with those states?
The partnership has started. We are starting with Ogun State.
Okay.
And the good thing is the Commissioner for Transportation in Ogun State is one of us
in Lagos.
So we are having that discussion. It's the same thing. We are having that discussion with them in Abuja. So gradually, it's a process. It has to be a national thing. It's a process where you can't go scot-free. When you commit those offenses.
All right.
Quickly,
okay.
When he was talking about the science, you see, we are even going ahead.
Yes, I just getting back to that.
Yes, we are going ahead now. We are not just going to limit it to sign on the road. We are going to even inscribe it on the middle of the road. So you see the speed limit. We are going there now. It's something we are starting. Okay, if you steal our signs, okay, don't worry. We put it in the middle of the road. Just like the same thing when people are complaining that there are no signs on BRT, despite the fact that it's people that are stealing them. Okay, what we've done on those BRT is we put it only BRT only on the road. So you won't tell us you didn't see it. Okay, we too, as this thing evolve, we too will also evolve
with it.
Yes.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM 08099120777. That's the numbers that you can reach us. This one says, good morning. Where exactly are the e-police cameras currently located? And are there plans to expand their coverage? Lolade is sending that one. I don't know if Lolade is just joining us. Of course, we did tell you that the police cameras, we have two of them, Allen Intersection and Nuruddin Olopopo. But PS, are there plans to expand it?
Like I said, we have plans to expand all over Lagos State.
Okay.
All over. Very, very important. It's for our own security, safety and security. All
right. So you heard that 08099120777 I have the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation, here with us in the studios, and we're looking at the e-cameras, talking about the speed limiters and the e-police cameras. They are used for safety on our roads. This one says, good morning, everyone in the studios. Mr. Musa, how do you ensure that these measures don't turn into another avenue for extortion by law enforcement? Mr. Kazim is sending this one in from Ikorodu.
I don't see how it could be an extension means, because the thing is electronic. Okay, you commit an offense, it captures you electronically, it sends message to you electronically, and most likely you are going to pay electronically. There's nobody involved. It is when you, okay, because somebody came to my office yesterday, I was telling me, do you know the person was, apart from speed, he was captured by the speed camera. His MOT has expired. He doesn't have driver's license. He does not have insurance. And vehicle, the thing was 120, and he was coming to me. This thing is electronic. It's not me that find you. It's go and pay electronically. So it's like that. You don't need to come to me. There's nothing I can do about it.
But can this be contested? I mean,
yes,
if I feel
that is only time when you can have a review of the what was it called, the fines. Yes, right. When you contest it, yes, we will sit down with you. Okay, if you contest, I will show you our evidence. And in fact, it becomes very difficult for you to even contest, because you can view yourself. You see your plate number. You yourself driving in some instances. You see yourself that it is me that was driving. You tell you the time and the speed, especially when it's speed camera and the speed you are going at that particular time.
Hello, good morning.
All right, good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Yes, I'm Shegun.
All right, Shegun, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ikeja.
Go ahead, Shegun.
I just want to know. Good morning, Mr. Musa.
Good morning, sir.
Please, I hope this enforcement, the commercial buses especially, I hope they'll be monitored the same way as the private vehicles.
Okay.
You know, because sometimes it looks like there's a different rule for them. So please, we need them to be monitored closely too.
You see, the commercial vehicle, they are also part of it. But you see, unfortunately, people think we don't enforce on commercial vehicle, and we do. I don't remember, Victor. I don't remember the last time. I think it was in Ojodu, where commercial vehicle were protesting that we are arresting them. Okay, people think we don't, but you know why they don't? Because I've had these cases. They go to our test center and they don't see commercial vehicle. Commercial vehicle will never come to your test center. What we do is,
why is that so?
Yeah, it's their nature. So what we do is that when we arrest them, okay, your vehicle must be up to date before your vehicle is released. Okay, you will do your MOT, you will do everything before your vehicle is released. So most of the time, we even go to their what do they call it? Where they park their vehicles, their motor parks.
Their garage.
Yes, we go and impound vehicles there. The commissioner say we have led several. That we have led several operations to go and impound them where they are and move them to our office, and that is when they start obeying the rules.
Let's take more reactions. 09153877127 08099120777. This one says, kindly request federal government about the 80-kilometer speed limit signage on the Third Mainland Bridge. Babatunde is saying that. Babatunde, okay. I don't know what you mean by that. You should.
I don't understand what that means.
So kindly request the federal government about the 80 speed. Okay. Do you want it to be increased, or should it be reduced? Is that what you're saying, Babatunde? I don't know what you're saying. If you can send that message again, let's get what the import of that. But I know some people have expressed concerns about that. Really, that they would have loved it if. The speed limit on the Third Mainland Bridge could be reviewed. To
increase?
Well, some have said yes, to be increased, because it's supposed to be...
it's not a decision that Wale Musa will take. It's a decision that the Ministry of Transportation will take after the required study. And I told you, it's not something we just come up. Right. I will just sleep and wake up. This is the speed limit. We do our reviews.
Let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, Victor. Sorry, it's Babatunde again.
Oh, okay.
What I meant was that it's only Wema Bank that's doing its 8th anniversary that puts signages on all the place. And they said the signage, the speed there is 80.
Okay.
So that's one. Number two, we're saying it's an express road. I believe that can be changed to 100. But pending that period, they can discuss with the federal government. They should put the signages that it's 80 there. Because for whatever it is, if you want, let them put. By the time they delve into Alakwere, it gets to 60. So it's better all those things, they marry each other so that people could be able to know once you start from Adeniji Ademi, this place you are going, it's 80. That doesn't need to be on the main road. Once they see on the sides, it's more than enough. Then, by the time they are getting to Alakwere, they see the 60, they know, well, sorry, this has to be lessened because people are crossing and they need to be slowed down. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And I know that Engineer Akin George Fashola did say that they're having talks with the federal government to look at how they can increase that to...
No. Don't let us meet it. He's not looking at... It's a study. Okay, he's somebody, because he wants it at 80 does not mean... In fact, if 100 people want... If 100 people call, they want it at 80 does not mean we'll increase to 100 if that's done. No, we are going to look at the safety issue. Okay, it's very, very important. It's not because you wish. Okay, we are going to look at the impact on safety on that road, and that is going to be what is going to determine our decision. But right now it's 80 based on our studies. Okay, and we are still leaving it at that.
All right, Lekki Aja corridor, no speed limiters have been installed there. But let's take this call first. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what's your name?
I'm calling concerning this program that I'm listening to on radio now.
All right, what's your name, sir?
My name is Ola.
Ola, where are you calling from?
Well, I'm calling right now. I'm at Yaba.
All right, go ahead then.
Yeah, this is my issue. The enforcement of somewhere like Bankantoni Way. It is at 50 kilometers per hour.
Right.
When did they start this enforcement? Because someone like me now, in December, I got penalized. But the penalty didn't reflect on February. and I didn't see it until March. So the announcement made for the enforcement was made in February. So was there a reason why they started enforcing in December without people knowing that they were going to enforce? And then was there any sign? Because I drive there a lot. There was no speed limit sign there anywhere in December. Okay. Was there a particular time they put that the speed mark there?
Okay, all right. Just listen on your radio. The permanent secretary will respond to you. Okay.
Like I said, I would agree that there's no signs there since December, because, like I said, we'll be doing even 3 months before we started enforcement. Okay, and I believe if like we said, if you have issues, it's easy for you to always contest.
So you can contest it.
You can always contest. It's no big deal.
All right.
And let me also tell you the truth is that whether we like it or not, there will be human error or whatever. But I'm not saying there's an error here, okay? But there could be, okay, and that is why we give room for contest.
All right, so you can go contest it as well.
But those signs have been there for more than 5-6 months.
Right, but enforcement just started recently.
Just started, yes.
All right, 09153-877127. I was asking about the Lekki corridor. We do not have any speed limiters there yet.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Like I said, we're going to expand. Okay, Lekki corridor is peculiar because we have a lot of construction around that ASICs. Okay, as soon as that is completed, there's going to be speed limiter, but there's always the speed. I don't know when we call speed limit. Okay, it confuses me personally because it's speed limit signs.
Right.
Okay, we are enforcing those speed limit signs. Okay, we can't limit your speed. The speed limit you are talking about are the ones that are installed in vehicles.
Hello.
Okay.
All right, let's call. Hello. Yes.
My name is Yusufu.
Okay, Yusufu, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I just want to put the attention of the permanent secretary to this guy, the organizer, in between that mobile and Otedola.
Okay.
He just placed his way on the main road there, effectively taking one lane in this Lagos.
Okay.
The guy get mine though.
Okay.
So I want that guy to be, if possible, to be arrested.
Okay, he says in between Mobile
and Otedola.
Okay, all right.
If you are going down before that bridge, you see them there.
Yeah, I've taken note. When I leave here, I'm going to visit the place. In fact, it's not just that. When you leave Nitel and you are going to Ame Cantonment, there's also a vulcanizer on the road that I have to stop and warn him that the next time I see him, okay, vehicle will be parking on the main road and he will be inflating tire or I don't know. It's something. Yes, a lot of people. You see, Lagos is. If you don't enforce, everybody wants to do their own thing. They want to turn it to their kingdom.
Let's take this call quickly. Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
All right, good morning. Quickly, what's your name?
My name is Mr. Ojo.
Mr. Ojo, all right. You have 45 seconds. Go ahead.
All right, sir. So, this issue of this speed limit enforcement, is it only for the ordinary men? Because I drive on the road most times. I see all those vehicles, most especially those ones that has no plate number. On top mainland bridge, the way they speed, most especially the government vehicle, I did not affect it because I see in the Western world, everybody is equal when it comes to the law.
Okay.
But in Nigeria here, it's a different ballgame.
All right, Mr. Ojo, you made your point. Let's allow the permanent secretary to respond. So
the law is for everybody. In fact, as of today, I have over 300 government vehicles, legacy government vehicles right now that they have been fined, and I'm going to make sure that we collect those fines from the agency. But the truth is, it happens this way. Who is going to pay? So that is why we have not started paying, because what we want is the driver of those vehicles should pay, but it's not government that should be paying government.
Okay,
and that is where we are going.
This one says, "Good morning. It is difficult to believe that commercial cars are also disciplined. You stop discipline." Okay, so they stop at traffic lights. You see Korokwe, Keke and bikes violating the lights and nothing happens to them. So we see commercial cars with no lights, etc., very, very bad tires, and you're still driving all over Lagos. All right. I don't know what you're trying to say, really, and you didn't put your name, but thank you so much for your contribution. So, what's your response to that?
I think I understand what he's saying. You see, I also see what he's saying, and the truth is, we did a survey. Director of VIS, I don't know if he said it last time he came. If we decide to enforce totally on the quality of buses on the road, there's not going to be about 10%. 10% we only have 10% left on the road.
Okay,
I'm telling the truth.
So that could be an
more
issue.
than 90% of those vehicles should not be on the road.
All
so
right.
what we'll do is that if you meet the minimum safety standards, okay, we let you be. Because let me tell you, the option for us is to get rid of them. And eventually, that is what we are trying to do. What are we trying to do is we are evolving, okay? We are doing our bus, okay, reform.
All right,
okay.
We have to go, but this very, very important question just came. It says, how does the e-police system distinguish between genuine violations and unavoidable circumstances, e.g., avoiding a pothole?
That's why we have people that review what happened.
Okay.
The e-police does not come automatically.
Right.
We have people that will see what is happening before a fine comes up.
Permanent Secretary, we have to go. In 30 seconds, what's your parting thoughts?
Yeah, I just urge our people that whatever government does, okay, in this regards is for their own safety and security. It's for my own and your own safety. I want to be saved. We want a safer Lagos, a better Lagos, and we encourage everybody to cooperate with government.
All right. And if you have any issues, you can always connect with the ministry.
Yes, we have our numbers.
090
2000 9000 090 2000 4000.
We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right. He is Olawale Musa, the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation. And this morning, we've looked at safety versus revenue generation, how the speed limiters and e-police cameras are making a change and making a difference in Lagos. We have to go. Mike James has produced the program this morning. Maximum shout out going out to Bolanle Ogunlola, who's Director Public Affairs for the ministry. Also in the building, Taiwo Adebalogun and others that have supported the PS this morning. We do appreciate you. From our social media unit, Okpayemi Shodunke and Remy Aloko, we do appreciate you too. And our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day. Bye.
Oh yeah, one by we need it. I know I go cool. Who's some of you Ghana? Oh yeah, come and we talk now. Only believe in the celebrate. But I be late to be the late. Life ain't got no duplicate. Oh yeah, now drive safe. One by we need it.